here today with all these different WiiM devices. These are music streamers, which is pretty cool. You can, well, stream your music from your phone, from anywhere, from the internet, from Bluetooth, right to these things. And if you connect them all together, then you can sync the music in your house and don't have that latency between rooms. So that's pretty cool. They all work with one app, but they work just a little bit differently. So we have the WiiM Mini right here, which is just a really tiny wee little puck. Then we have the WiiM Pro right here, which is just a little bit more options, but also just an audio streamer here. Then my favorite actually is the WiiM Amp right here. So this thing is really heavy duty. This is an amp in and of itself, so you can connect this to any type of speaker. And then the WiiM Ultra, which is the newest one, and I just got this, which is also pretty cool. This one has a touch screen, so none of the others do have that. So you can connect anything to this, much in the same way as these. So they all work with the same WiiM app. You can put that on your phone and then connect a device like this to it. And the power here is connecting multiple, so you have multiple in each and every one of your rooms. Now they all connect to Alexa, so you can use voice control with this. The WiiM Ultra comes with a voice remote as well, so you can use this remote to talk to it and ask it to play music. The WiiM Amp also comes with a voice remote, so that's also pretty cool. Then the WiiM Pro and the WiiM Mini, these don't come with that voice remote, but they all can be connected to the app, so you can just use your phone and connect to that. In all honesty, I haven't used the voice remote yet because I just use my phone to connect to this. So I don't see any need to use the remote. And then there are just buttons on here to change the volume for the WiiM Amp and the WiiM Ultra. And for these, you can just change the volume within your app. So that's also pretty cool. And then you have small little buttons here on the WiiM Pro that can change the volume, and here on the top of the WiiM Puck, the WiiM Mini as well. So this charges with Type-C USB, so it's very easy to use. Just plug that in. You have an SPDIF out, so you can connect this to any music device, and then also an aux out, and it comes with an aux to tulip cables, so you can, well, really connect this to anything that you'd like. And it also has an aux in, so you can just plug your aux device in there as well. So you can stream music from the internet here, you can Bluetooth to this, and you can aux in with this WiiM Mini. Then the WiiM Pro is just a step up from the WiiM Mini. It's just a box here, a little bit larger. Here at the back you have a line in, a line out with two tulips, so that gives a little bit more of flexibility in how to use this. Then you have the coax out, so a little bit better audio quality here as well. And this also gives the option to add this to a LAN, so you don't need to use your Wi-Fi. It's a little bit faster if you use LAN, but I've predominantly used this with Wi-Fi, so that is also no problem. Then you also have SPDIF in here and SPDIF out, and it is also powered by a USB-C cable, so it's very, very small, very lightweight. It also weighs almost nothing. This really doesn't weigh anything, but this is very, very light as well. So I like the way this gives you some extra connectivity options more than that WiiM Mini here. So I think this would be a nice combo if you have like powered speakers or an amp that you're using. Then you can connect this with your powered speakers or your amp and then play your music in multiple rooms, and then you have a nice little combo here. Now the other thing is you have the WiiM Amp here. So this is an amp in and of itself, and that's why I like this one so much. So you can use this with any type of speaker. I'm using this with my Talk Audio Atriums because I really like those, and you can also use them outside. And you can connect multiple speakers here with just speaker cables. So this is the only WiiM product that has that, those speaker cables, so you can add that. It also takes tulips here, so you have that multiple connection system right there. It also takes tulips in here, so that's pretty cool. So that's you can use it as a line in. Then you can add a subwoofer here. This is the first part that allows you to add a subwoofer, so you can have that little bit of extra power. With these you can't add that, but you can, well, connect this to your amp, of course. Then you have your SPDIF in right here from this as well, and your USB in. You also have a LAN interface here, so you don't need to use it over Wi-Fi. And this takes in a normal power cable, and it also has HDMI ARC, so you can easily connect this to your TV, for example. So you use this as your main amp within your house, and this is really, really powerful. It sounds very good. So I think this is the best sounding one out of all of them, just as a standalone. With these you need need another amp or a powered speaker, but that's also very easy to set up. Now this one is a new one. It's also pretty light. It's nothing compared to this WiiM amp. This is also very light, so the looks can be deceiving here somewhat, but this is also a music streamer, not an amp. So this gives you line in, line out with those tulips, a phono and subwoofer out and coax out. Then you can, it also has a ground here for like a record player, so that's pretty cool. That a nice addition here. You have that SPDIF in and SPDIF out here, and also HDMI ARC, so you can connect your TV right to this and then listen to your music on a powered speaker, for example. So I think that's really powerful here, that you can use this with just a powered speaker. You don't need a separate amp if you're using this. And then the USB here as well, and you also have the option of a LAN cable with this WiiM Ultra. But where it really shines, I think, is that the touchscreen right here just looks great. I think all the WiiM products really look amazing. It has that Apple feel to me, well, of that beautiful design. So this is all metal. It feels really sturdy, and I really can't say enough good words about the WiiM brand. I really love it. I think adding these together in your different rooms and listening to that music without any latency, I think that's really, really powerful. And I predominantly use this with my Spotify through my phone, and then just connect to the app with this and just play anywhere that I'd like. With one app, with one Wi-Fi, I can say where I want the signal to go to all of them, or just one in one room. So I have all of that together. So if you're in the market for like a music streamer, WiiM is a great brand, and I hope this video has helped you to make a choice between these different products. This is very small, easy to use, a little bit larger, but also easy to use as well. I think it gives you enough options here if you use it with an amp or powered speakers. This gives you a lot more here control wise. It has the button and then the touch control, so you can easily, well, play anything from that you'd like, also from the display here, which is a nice addition, that you don't need to take out your phone every time. What you need to do with these, this can also connect to a powered speaker or your amp, and then this is a standalone amp, WiiM amp. This is what I mainly use in my living room. So all of these are very, very great, and well, I hope I've helped you make your choice between these.